today's practice session is about developing real flow between the hands and the feet by mastering small and manageable patterns instead of trying to memorize long and complicated drum fills. You can think of these blocks like Lego pieces, small, simple building units that you can combine in countless ways to create real masterpieces. To follow today's practice plan, I'll be using DrummerLab's Building Blocks course, which is accessible at www.drummerlab.com. And what you see here is an organized library of many 4- and 3-note categories of building blocks. But today we'll focus on just one of them, dot, 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 kick, where dot represents a hand stroke, either right hand or left hand, and K stands for the kick drum. We're only focusing on one pattern here, but you can define your own blocks. Choose the size, the sticking, and build freely. Your creativity is the only limit. First, we'll explore all 8 possibilities of dot, 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 kick using only the snare drum and the bass drum. And then I will walk you through 5 examples applying these blocks to different drum beats and drum fills across 16th notes, 8th note triplets, 16th note triplets, and 32nd notes, just to give you a sense of all the directions you can take and how deep the rabbit hole actually goes. So these are the 8 blocks, and you have to make sure that you've practiced them enough to move on to the next step. The next step, we're going to use these blocks to create 5 beats and fills. The first one is just a groove that combines the block right, left, kick with left, left, kick. So what we're going to do is on beat 1, we're going to play right, left, kick on the hi-hat. Right, left, kick. Then beat 2, we're going to play left, kick this way. We're going to play left hand or 2, snare, E, and A. So before I move on, I want to make sure I have those 2. 1, E, and A, 2, E, and A. 1, E, and A, 2, E, and A. All right, then I'm going to go back here. And then for E and A is 4 E and A. So I have 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. second example, we have another 16th note groove, but now instead of using right, left, kick, left, kick, we're going to use right, left, kick, right, kick. And what we have is 1 E and a, 2 E and a. All right, so before we add the rest, make sure you can play that comfortably. 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Then you have 3 E and a. 3 E and a. So before I add beat 4, I want to make sure I can get to that point. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a. And then 4 E and a. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. We don't have to stay with 16th notes. So for example, if we play right, left, kick in triplets, it's just gonna feel that it lands in a different way. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3. 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a. And let's move on to our fourth example, where we are going to play a 30-second note drum fill. So the pattern we're using this time is right, kick, 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 1. And finally, our 16th note triplet drum fill. We're going to use pretty much all of them. We have right, left, kick, right, left, kick, right, kick, left, right, kick. Again, we're going to apply this as a drum fill. You have 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So try to get that first. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. When you're thinking in triplets, it's really hard to think about 4-note patterns now because it creates like a polyrhythm. So 1 and 2. Now we're ready to add the kick and then right, kick. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and you see that the and lands with the left hand. So that's why even using your voice, if you cannot count that and make it land with your left hand, most likely you're gonna have articulation issues. So make sure you can count it. 1 and 2 and. And then after that, we can go land on beat 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Then this pattern we're familiar with. 3 and. The and of 3 is gonna land with the kick. 3 and. So I'll try to play it and I'll stop at the and of 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and. One more time. try to get to 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And after that, we just have another kick, right, left, right, kick. So I think we can try to play the whole thing now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And remember, consistency is the key here. Make sure you're practicing this as much as possible. Practicing this 5 minutes won't be enough. You have to spend many weeks working on this over and over and over. What happens eventually is that you're gonna learn different blocks, but everything you already learned kind of applies to the new thing you're learning. So you start learning faster and faster and faster and exponentially quicker. You can experiment with blocks of 6 notes, 7. Like I said before, your imagination is the limit here, so feel free to take this as far as you want. If you found this approach helpful, there are plenty more ways to build your skills. DrummerLab offers a variety of courses for drummers of all levels, covering styles like jazz, rock, funk, as well as specialized lessons on rudiments and creative fills, all designed to expand your coordination and musical vocabulary step by step. For teachers, DrummerLab provides powerful tools to create custom curricula from scratch, assign lessons and exercises tailored to each student's level, track their progress, and manage practice assignments efficiently. It's built to make drum instruction more interactive and organized, whether you're teaching in person or remotely. If you want to learn more or have any questions about getting started, feel free to contact me directly at info@drumnationtv.com or visit www.drummerlab.com. Thanks again for joining me and happy practicing.